Guys, welcome back. Today's another day. We gotta look at some things. So, the last video you guys saw, we got this thing up and running. It was done, all the interior done. I took a full rip around the corner and noticed that we couldn't get very far. But I think I might have done something wrong. Because this side sits, pretty freaking low. And then if you go to this other side here, it sits way high. So something's off on the suspension because it's leaning to the left really bad. And then, as we know, that leaf spring and everything's brand new. So either I put the plate in wrong or something's wrong. But it was rubbing so freaking bad that it sucks. So we're gonna turn this thing around and bring it in here so we can see what's going on with it. And hopefully it's just something I missed or just something easy. So. Alright, well that was fun. So basically what we're doing is we're going to get to underneath where all this plate is, pick it up and see what's going on. Just take a look in there. There's a small plate that actually comes off, so I'm going to get this pulled out of here and that taken off. Get there in a second. So we get that all taken out, get the bar out. Now we got to take off these two bolts here that get us into the access for the suspension bar. I think that's where I screwed up at. So we're gonna do that real quick. Just open this back up. Probably. There we go. I gotta take a look. Looky look. Alright, so we got this all taken apart. Pulled those bolts out to see what's going on. Notice there's a little gap. So I'm not sure what is going on here. I can see if I can show you guys here. Ooh, trying to hold this thing at the same time. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. There's a big old gap. Where the light's shining. And that was all the way tight too with the bolts. That's where it was sitting. So I'm wondering if I did something backwards on it. I mean, it's really easy to pull this leaf spring out. It's only 2 bolts. And we've already got the 4 out. We just gotta move these 2 here, and that should just pop right out. If I just take the whole spring out. So anyway, pull the leaf spring out. There she is. Notice that there's a bolt here. I've already been working on grinding it off, but you notice it sticks through at the bottom there. Can't see it. There you go. But it's preventing that thing from going all the way down, so it's flat with the rest of it. So we've been grinding the top of it up, and this thing was thick. It was like, God, I don't know, ½ inch thick, all the way around that circumference. So we're gonna take that out. I don't know why they did that there. So we're just gonna take it out. Owner's manual says 2 on the rebuild, so I don't know what they were doing when I took this down to the leaf spring shop to have them rebuild this. So we're just gonna take that out and see what happens. Alright, so that's done. Now since we got that bolt out, because if you looked at it this way, this is about where it would stop. The little gap, that wouldn't even line up the plate. So now, if you look at it, because I can't compress all the way, it's almost flat with this on the spring. So when this plate is actually here and it's compressed, there won't be any gap, which is nice. So I don't think they built it right, because if it did, it wouldn't have had that much of a gap between that plate and the top of the diff right there. So since that's done now, we're gonna slide that back in there, put it back together, and bolt it all back down. Thought they built it right for me when I explained them how it was, and I showed them the picture, the diagram of how it's supposed to be built. Alright, well, they screwed up. Well, let's get this back in there. Alright, so after sliding in the axle, get it down here, we're going to put 2 bolts. We didn't tighten it up yet because what we're going to do is I'm going to put the bolts back in for the spring to hold the axle together, and then to make sure it's centered. Well guys, after we get those in, those 4 bolts torqued down, we got to get the bolts that we put in for these springs put back in and torqued down as well. So it's not going anywhere. Then we'll put the wheels back on, set her on the ground, see what happens. Cool, look at that. I guess before these would lean. I'm not seeing a bunch of leaning with the tires now either, since we fixed that. But we're gonna back it out or pull it out and look at it from an angle, because before these rear tires would actually sit like this. I thought that was normal when I talked to it, but now considering that was probably the problem all along, yeah. So let's pull it out and take a look at it from farther behind. Well, we got her out. Let's take a look at how she sits now. Yeah, she's sitting better. I like it. It was bad, maybe you can see it, but it was like this. Now they're pretty straight, so that's a plus. Well guys, couldn't do what I wanted to do because I was letting it run for a minute to check a couple things, and I noticed that it's freaking leaking again. So this time it is the water pump. It's a front seal on the water pump. Not surprising after it sat for as long as it did, and we just never replaced the water pump. So poop. I gotta look into a water pump for it. Oh, get one thing done, another one pops up. It's just freaking awesome. It's just it's awesome. Anyway, so that being said, I hope you guys like that video. Just do a little repair work, trying to figure out what's going on with the differential suspension in the back, and we figured that out. But now we got an issue with the water pump again, so we're just gonna buy a new one, put it all in there. It's brand new. Hopefully we can find one. So if you guys want to subscribe for more, leave a comment, ring the bell, give a thumbs up, all that fun stuff, and yeah, keep following me on social media. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.